Hello, friends. Welcome. I am absolutely thrilled you've picked up Embracing the Power of Now, live fully in the present moment. For years, I've traveled the world, sharing a simple yet profound message. True happiness, lasting peace, and incredible fulfillment aren't found in some distant future or buried in the past. They exist right here, right now. We spend so much time dwelling on what was or worrying about what will be, that we completely miss what is. We are so captivated by our memories and planning for the future that we forget to experience this moment. It's like watching a beautiful movie through a dirty window. The film is incredible, but your view is clouded. This book is your window cleaner. Inside, we'll explore practical, easy-to-understand ways to quiet the mental chatter, gently release yourself from the grip of the past, and fearless approach of future. We will learn to drop the stress and anxiety that comes with them. We will free ourselves from the burden of what-ifs and should-haves, so that we can connect with the present moment. This book isn't about complex philosophies or demanding spiritual practices. It's about everyday living. It's about learning to truly see the beauty in a sunrise, the joy in a child's laughter, the peace in a quiet moment of solitude. These moments are the fabric of our lives, and when we learn to embrace them, we begin to live a life of incredible richness and depth. So, what will you gain from reading Embracing the Power of Now? You'll learn to reduce stress and anxiety by focusing on the present moment. Improve your relationships by being more present and attentive. Increase your sense of joy and gratitude for the simple things in life. Develop a deeper understanding of yourself and your purpose. Find lasting peace and contentment, regardless of your circumstances. Unlock your mind and body to increase potential. Consider this book your personal guide to a more mindful, meaningful, and fulfilling life. Together, we will embark on a journey to reclaim your present, and in doing so, rediscover the joy of truly being alive. Are you ready to start? Let's begin. Chapter 1: The Illusion of Time, Why Now is All That Matters. Friends, have you ever felt like life is speeding by? Like you're constantly chasing something in the future or dwelling on something in the past? You're not alone. We're all taught that time is this linear thing, a straight line connecting yesterday, today, and tomorrow. But what if I told you that's an illusion? What if I told you that all that truly exists is now? Think about this. Yesterday is just a memory. A story your mind tells itself. It's not real anymore. You can't go back and change it. Similarly, tomorrow is just a possibility, a potential future that may or may not happen. Worrying about it is like stressing over a movie you haven't even seen yet. Imagine you're at a beautiful park on a sunny day. You are really excited because you came from long distance. The flowers are in full bloom, the birds are singing, and a gentle breeze is rustling through the trees. But instead of enjoying this beautiful moment, you're constantly thinking, I hope it doesn't rain, or I should have come here last week when the weather was supposed to be better. What happens? You miss the entire experience. Your mind is trapped in the what-ifs of the future and the should-haves of the past, stealing your joy and peace right now. Or consider this common problem. Let's say you are talking to your friend. Your friend said something to you that you don't like. Instead of focusing on whatever friend is saying, you are stuck in the past, I should not have made friends with him, or you are in the future, what will I do? In both the cases you lost your peace in the present moment. That's the illusion of time at work. It convinces us that life is somewhere else, either behind us or ahead of us, but never right here, right now. But this very moment is where life unfolds. It's where you can actually make a change, take a breath, feel gratitude, connect with yourself and the world around you. The power of presence lies in realizing that this very breath, this very moment, is all you have. It's not about ignoring your past or not planning for the future. It's about recognizing that the only place you can truly live is in the present. So, let go of the weight of yesterday and the anxiety of tomorrow. Step into the now. Because that, my friends, is where life truly begins. Welcome, friends. Welcome to the journey of now. Today, we delve into the fascinating, and often frustrating, world of our inner voice, that constant chatterbox residing within. Chapter 2, The Mind's Chatterbox, Recognizing and Quieting Your Inner Voice. Imagine you're driving. A radio is on. It's spouting news, opinions, random songs, constantly. You try to focus on the road, but the noise keeps pulling you away. That radio, my friends, is a good analogy for your mind. We all have this internal narrative running seemingly non-stop. It judges, analyzes, worries, plans, remembers, and predicts. It comments on everything from your appearance to your future prospects. This constant mental noise often goes unnoticed because we're so used to it. We identify with it, believing it is us. But here's the truth, you are not your thoughts. Your thoughts are simply mental events, like clouds passing in the sky. The problem arises when we get caught up in those clouds, letting them block our sunshine. This constant thinking creates stress and unhappiness and keeps us from experiencing the present moment because present is the only real. The chatterbox rarely talks about what is. It dwells on the past, I should have done this, or frets about the future, what if that happens? This constant mental rehashing and projecting pulls us away from the peace and joy that exists in the now. So, how do we quiet this inner voice? The key is not to fight it, but to observe it. Think of yourself as a neutral observer, sitting by a river, watching the thoughts flow by like leaves on the water. Here are a few simple techniques. Name it. When you notice your mind racing, silently label the thought. For example, if you're worrying about a meeting, simply say to yourself, thinking about the meeting. This creates a small distance between you and your thought. Breathe. Deep, conscious breathing is a powerful anchor to the present. When your mind is busy, focus on your breath. Feel the air entering and leaving your body. This gives your mind something simple to focus on besides the chatter. Body scan. Direct your attention to different parts of your body, noticing any sensations without judgment. Are your shoulders tense? Is your jaw clenched? Simply observe. The key is to practice non-judgmental awareness. Don't criticize yourself for having thoughts. Everyone does. Just gently redirect your attention back to the present moment whenever you notice your mind wandering. Imagine a person named John is learning to play guitar. Initially, frustration creeps in when his fingers fumble or the chord progression seems impossible. His mind starts with, "I can't do this, this is so hard." Now, John practices the art of observation. He does not act upon these thoughts. He just recognizes them as thought. He does not get caught up in self-doubt. Instead, he focuses on the sensation of his fingers on the strings, the sound of each note, and the rhythm of the music. With each attempt, he acknowledges the frustrations as a mere passing thought, and gently redirects his attention to the present task. Day by day he notices that he is improving playing guitar and enjoying it. It takes practice, but with time, you'll find that you can create space between yourself and your thoughts. You'll begin to experience a sense of calm and clarity, a quiet presence that exists beneath the surface of the mental noise. The chatterbox may still be there, but it no longer controls you. You are now its master, not its slave. Many times, what we think are feelings are actually just thoughts dressed up in emotional clothing. It's crucial to learn the difference. A genuine feeling is a pure sensation, like warmth, sadness, or joy. An emotionally charged thought, on the other hand, is a story we tell ourselves about a feeling. Imagine this. You didn't get the promotion at work. Feeling disappointment. A simple, physical sensation, perhaps a heaviness in your chest, a slump in your shoulders. Emotionally charged thought, I'm not good enough. My boss hates me. I'll never succeed. See the difference? The thought takes the initial feeling and spins it into a negative story, adding layers of anxiety and self-doubt. Letting go of emotional baggage starts with acknowledging the feeling without judgment. Allow yourself to feel the disappointment, rather than getting lost in the "I'm not good enough" narrative. Here's a practical exercise. When a strong emotion arises, pause. Ask yourself, what physical sensations am I experiencing? Is my heart racing? Are my palms sweating? Focus on these sensations, without trying to change them. Just observe them. This simple act of observation helps you separate the raw feeling from the story your mind wants to create. It's like watching a wave rise and fall on the ocean. You don't try to stop the wave. You simply watch it pass. Holding onto emotional baggage is like carrying heavy stones. It keeps weighing you down. Try this other example. Your friend missed your birthday party. Feeling sadness and slightly ignored. Emotionally charged thoughts. She never liked me. I felt that she avoided me. These are your own thoughts coming from the mind. By dealing with pure sadness, you might acknowledge the feeling. But if you deal with toxic thought, you might get angry with this friend. You cannot control the thought, but you can handle the emotions. Accepting your feelings is not about liking them. It's about allowing them to be there without resistance. This is key to ultimately releasing them. With practice, you'll learn to navigate your emotional landscape with greater ease and freedom. The body is anchor, grounding yourself in physical sensations. My friends, have you ever noticed how your mind loves to travel? It's like that restless puppy, chasing squirrels and past memories, rarely staying still. But here's the secret, your body. It's always in the present. Right now, it's feeling the chair beneath you, the air on your skin, the gentle rise and fall of your breath. Your body is your anchor, your lifeline to the present moment. Why is this important? Because when your mind is lost in yesterday's regrets or tomorrow's worries, you're missing out on today. You're missing out on life. So, how do we use our bodies to anchor ourselves? It's simpler than you think. Let's try a small exercise. Close your eyes. Notice the sensation of your feet on the floor. Are they warm? Cold? Can you feel the texture of your socks? Now, bring your attention to your breath. Don't change it, just observe it. The gentle inhale, the slight pause, the slow exhale. Feel the air entering and leaving your body. Finally, wiggle your fingers and toes. Feel the subtle movements, the muscles tensing and relaxing. That's it. You've just grounded yourself. You've brought your awareness back to your physical sensations. Think of it like this. Imagine a woman, let's call her Maya, is sitting in a meeting and feeling anxious about a presentation she has to give later. Her heart is racing, her palms are sweaty, and her mind is flooded with worst-case scenarios. Instead of getting swept away by the anxiety, Maya remembers the body as anchor. She subtly presses her feet firmly into the ground, paying attention to the feeling of the floor beneath her. Ah, she says to herself, I am here, my feet are firmly on the ground. Then, she focuses on her breath, taking slow, deliberate inhales and exhales. By grounding herself in these physical sensations, Maya is able to calm her mind and focus on the present moment. The anxiety doesn't disappear entirely, but it loses its power over her. You can do this anywhere, anytime. Waiting in line, stuck in traffic, or even during a difficult conversation. Here are some more exercises. Body scan. Lie down and slowly bring your attention to each part of your body, from your toes to the top of your head. Notice any sensations, tingling, warmth, tension, without judgment. Just observe. Mindful walking. Pay attention to the feeling of your feet touching the ground with each step. Notice the movement of your body, the air on your face, the sounds around you. Sensory awareness. Choose an object, a flower, a piece of fruit, a stone. Examine it with all your senses. What do you see, smell, taste, feel, and hear? The more you practice, the easier it will become to turn to your body as a refuge from the swirling thoughts and emotions in your mind. Your body is always here, ready and willing to anchor you in the present moment. Use it. Chapter 5. Acceptance. Embracing what is, without resistance. Friends, how often do we fight reality? Think about it. You're stuck in traffic and you get angry. You spill coffee and you get frustrated. Your plans change and you get upset. This, my friends, is resistance. And resistance always leads to suffering. Acceptance isn't about liking everything that happens. It's not about saying, oh, this is great, when something bad occurs. Not at all. Acceptance is simply acknowledging what is. It's about recognizing the present moment, whatever it may hold, without pushing against it. Imagine you're planning a picnic, and it starts to rain. Resistance would be getting furious at the weather, complaining about how unfair it is, and letting the ruined picnic ruin your entire day. Acceptance, on the other hand, would be acknowledging it's raining, realizing the picnic can't happen as planned, and then finding an alternative, maybe a board game afternoon indoors or ordering takeaway. See the difference? Acceptance is not passive resignation. It doesn't mean you don't try to improve things. It simply means you're not wasting energy fighting the inevitable. Once you accept what is, you're in a much better position to take constructive action. Because your mind is clear, you're free from the fog of anger and disappointment. Let's say a colleague is consistently late with their part of a project, hindering your work. Resistance looks like constant complaining, blaming, and feeling stressed every time you think about it. Acceptance means acknowledging this person's behavior, understanding you can't control their actions, and then focusing on what you can control, perhaps communicating more clearly, setting firmer deadlines proactively, or finding ways to mitigate the risk of their lateness. The power of acceptance lies in its ability to free you from the prison of your own resistance. It's a conscious choice, a deliberate decision to align yourself with reality. And when you do that, peace follows. It's like learning to swim instead of flailing and fighting the water. You conserve energy, become more efficient, and ultimately reach your destination with greater ease. Embrace what is, friends, and watch the negativity dissolve. Chapter 6. The Power of Presence in Relationships, Connecting Deeply with Others. We all crave connection. We want to be seen, heard, and understood. But how often are we really present with the people we care about? How often are we truly listening, instead of just waiting for our turn to speak? The truth is, most of the time we're lost in our own heads. We're thinking about what we want to say next, replaying past conversations, or worrying about the future. This mental noise keeps us from truly connecting with the person in front of us. Presence in relationships means giving someone your undivided attention. It means putting aside your own thoughts and judgments and truly listening to what they are saying, both verbally and non-verbally. It's about seeing the world from their perspective, even if you don't agree with them. Consider this: a friend, let's call him Mark, is telling you about a tough day at work. He's visibly stressed. Instead of offering quick fixes or advice, you should just talk to your boss. Try this. Really listen. Make eye contact. Nod to show you understand. Reflect back what you're hearing. So, it sounds like you're feeling really overwhelmed and undervalued at the moment. This simple act of presence, truly hearing him, can be incredibly powerful. You don't need to solve his problems. Just being there, fully present, lets him know he's not alone. Practicing active listening is key. This means paying attention to both what someone is saying and how they are saying it. Notice their body language, their tone of voice, their facial expressions. Ask clarifying questions to make sure you understand. Empathy is another crucial element. Try to step into the other person's shoes and imagine what they might be feeling. Even if you haven't experienced the exact same situation, you can still connect with their emotions. I can only imagine how frustrating that must be, is a great way to show empathy. Authentic connection comes from being genuine and vulnerable. Don't be afraid to share your own experiences and feelings, but always keep the focus on the other person. Remember, the goal is connection, not competition. Becoming fully present takes practice. Start small. Choose one conversation each day where you consciously focus on being present. Put away your phone. Make eye contact. Listen deeply. Notice the difference it makes in your connection with others. When we are truly present in our relationships, we create deeper, more meaningful connections. We foster trust, build understanding, and create a sense of belonging. The power of presence is the power to transform our relationships and our lives. Chapter 7: Finding Purpose Now, Living Authentically in the Present Moment. Hello, my friends. Have you ever felt like you're chasing a purpose that always seems just out of reach? I'm here to tell you that purpose isn't a mountain to climb, it's a seed to nurture, right here, right now. We often think purpose is this grand, far-off destination, a career goal, a philanthropic endeavor, or a life-altering achievement. And while those things can be part of your purpose, they are not the whole story. True purpose, the kind that fills you with joy and contentment, comes from living authentically in the present. What does that mean? It means aligning your actions with your values in each and every moment. It means asking yourself, what can I do, right now, that feels meaningful? Think about it. Instead of fixating on becoming a famous writer, focus on writing one honest sentence today. Instead of dreaming of ending world hunger, offer a helping hand to someone in need in your community. Purpose isn't about the size of the action, it's about the intention behind it. Let me share an example. I once met a man named David. He wasn't a CEO, a doctor, or a renowned artist. He was a librarian, by society's standards, perhaps not the most glamorous job. But David approached his work with incredible presence. He didn't just shelve books. He helped people find knowledge. He created a welcoming space for the community, and he fostered a love of reading in children. He wasn't waiting for some grand opportunity to fulfill his purpose. He was creating it, one book, one conversation, one day at a time. That's the secret, my friends. Purpose isn't something you find. It's something you create, moment by moment, through your actions and your intentions. So, how do you find your purpose now? Start by asking yourself what truly matters to you. What values do you hold dear? Is it kindness, honesty, creativity, justice? Then, look for opportunities to express those values in your daily life. It could be as simple as offering a genuine compliment, listening attentively to a friend, or tackling a challenging task with focus and dedication. Act with intention. Don't just go through the motions. Be present in what you're doing, and let your actions be a reflection of your inner values. Remember, purpose is not a destination. It's a journey. It's about embracing each moment as an opportunity to live authentically and contribute meaningfully to the world around you. It's about finding joy and fulfillment in the here and now, rather than chasing illusions of future success. Embrace the present, act with intention, and your purpose will reveal itself, one moment at a time. Chapter 8: The Art of Observation, Witnessing Thoughts and Emotions Without Judgment. Imagine you're sitting by a river. Thoughts and emotions are like leaves floating by on the water. Your natural tendency might be to grab at the leaves, to pull them close, examine them, judge them, good leaf, bad leaf, leaf I like, leaf I hate. This chapter is about learning to simply watch the leaves float by, without reaching for them. This is the essence of observation without judgment. It's about creating a space between you, the observer, and your thoughts and feelings. Let's say you feel a pang of anger. Instead of immediately reacting, yelling, accusing, blaming, pause. Acknowledge the feeling. Say to yourself, anger is present. That's it. Don't analyze it. Don't justify it. Don't suppress it. Just observe it, like you observe a cloud passing in the sky. Another person is experiencing anxiety about giving presentation at work. Her heart is racing, her palms are sweating. Instead of getting swept away by the fear, she closes her eyes for a moment and notices the physical sensations. The tightness in her chest, the flutter in her stomach. She labels the emotion, this is anxiety. The anxiety is still there, but she doesn't get completely overtaken by it. The key is to become a neutral witness to your internal world. Think of yourself as a scientist, objectively observing data. You're not trying to change the data. You're simply noting what is happening. This practice requires patience and self-compassion. You will get caught up in your thoughts and emotions. That's perfectly normal. When that happens, gently redirect your attention back to the act of observing. Regular practice of observation without judgment cultivates self-awareness. It allows you to understand your patterns of thinking and feeling without being controlled by them. It empowers you to respond to life's challenges with greater clarity, composure, and wisdom. Start small. Take a few minutes each day to simply observe your breath, your thoughts, or your feelings without judgment. With practice, you will develop the ability to navigate your internal landscape with greater ease and grace. Chapter 9: Overcoming Anxiety, Dissolving Fear Through Presence. Anxiety is like a runaway train, chugging full speed ahead towards a future that probably won't even happen. It whispers, and sometimes shouts, all the things that could go wrong. It feeds on what-ifs, and thrives on uncertainty. But here's the secret: anxiety can only exist in your mind's projection of the future. It has no power in the present moment. Think about it. Right now, as you read these words, what's actually wrong? Is there a tiger chasing you? Is your house on fire? Probably not. The problem is in your thoughts, not your reality. So, how do we stop the train? By pulling the emergency brake. Presence. First, identify your triggers. What situations or thoughts tend to spark your anxiety? Do presentations at work make you nervous? Does thinking about upcoming bills send your heart racing? Knowing your triggers is the first step to managing them. Once you recognize the onset of anxiety, the key is to gently guide your awareness back to the present. How? Try this simple exercise. Notice your breath, the rise and fall of your chest, the sensation of air entering and leaving your nostrils. Really focus on the breath. Feel your feet on the ground. Notice the pressure. Wiggle your toes. Become aware of the physical sensations in your body. Listen to the sounds around you. The hum of the refrigerator, the distant traffic, a bird singing outside. Don't judge the sounds, just notice them. Engage your senses fully. This grounds you, bringing you back to the reality now. Let's say you have an important meeting tomorrow, and you're already feeling anxious about it. Instead of spiraling into worst-case scenarios, bring yourself back to the present. What are you doing right now? Maybe you're making dinner. Focus on chopping the vegetables, smelling the spices, tasting the flavors. Engage fully in the act of making dinner. Remember, anxiety is a habit of thinking. Breaking free requires practice and patience. Be kind to yourself. When anxious thoughts arise, acknowledge them without judgment, and then gently redirect your attention to the present moment. You have the power to dissolve fear through presence. Pain, both physical and emotional, can feel like a giant wave crashing over you. It can be overwhelming, consuming your thoughts and stealing your joy. But you are stronger than that wave. You possess an inner strength, a wellspring of resilience, that you can tap into, especially when you ground yourself in the present moment. The first step is acceptance. Not liking the pain, not wanting it to be there, but accepting that right now it is. Resistance to pain only amplifies it. Imagine trying to hold a beach ball underwater. The harder you push, the more forcefully it tries to escape. Pain is similar. Fighting it creates tension and prolongs the suffering. Instead of struggling, allow the pain to be. Observe it without judgment. Where is it located in your body? What does it feel like? Is it sharp, dull, throbbing? Don't add stories to it. Just notice the sensation. This act of observation creates a small space between you and the pain, a buffer zone where you regain control. Think of it like this: imagine you're waiting for the bus. The bus is late, and you're feeling frustrated. You can spend your time complaining, cursing the bus, and getting more and more agitated. Or, you can accept that the bus is late and focus on something you can control, like listening to music, reading a book, or simply observing the people around you. You're still waiting for the bus, but your experience is completely different. Similarly, with pain, you're not ignoring it, but you're not letting it dictate your every thought and feeling. You're acknowledging it and choosing to focus on what is within your control: your breath, your posture, the sounds around you. Bring your awareness to your breath. Feel the rise and fall of your chest. Listen to the sounds of your environment. Engage your senses fully in the present moment. This act of grounding helps to anchor you to reality, preventing the pain from spiraling you into a pit of despair. Be kind to yourself. Pain can be incredibly draining. Rest when you need to. Ask for help when you need it. Remember, this too shall pass. The present moment is always changing, and with it, so will your experience of pain. By meeting pain with acceptance and presence, you uncover a strength you never knew you possessed, the strength to navigate suffering and emerge stronger on the other side. Chapter 11. The Simplicity of Being, Finding Joy in Everyday Moments. We often chase happiness like it's a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow. We think, if only I get that promotion, if only I buy that car, then I'll be truly happy. But what if I told you that happiness isn't some distant goal? What if it's already here, bubbling beneath the surface of your everyday life? The truth is, happiness isn't about achieving grand, extraordinary things. It's about appreciating the simple things, the small moments that make up the tapestry of your day. The warmth of the sun on your face, the taste of your first cup of coffee in the morning, the sound of laughter from your children. These are the building blocks of a joyful life. Think about it. Remember that time you felt truly content. Was it necessarily during a major life event, or was it perhaps when you were simply enjoying a quiet walk in nature, reading a good book, or sharing a meaningful conversation with a friend? I bet it was a simple moment. The key to unlocking these everyday joys is presence. We so often allow our minds to wander, replaying the past or worrying about the future, that we completely miss what's happening right now. When you truly engage with the present moment, you'll be amazed at how much beauty and joy you can find. For example, while washing dishes, feel the warmth of the water, notice the scent of the soap, appreciate the cleanliness you are creating, bringing your kitchen to order and creating hygiene for yourself or family. Don't be there physically, but in your head playing your worries. Be present. So, how do you start cultivating this simplicity of being? Start small. Each day, make a conscious effort to notice and appreciate the little things. Savor your meals. Pay attention to the beauty around you. Listen intently to a conversation. Put away your phone and truly be present with the people you love. Remember, joy isn't something you find. It's something you create. You create it by choosing to focus on the good, by appreciating the simple things, and by being fully present in each and every moment. Embrace the simplicity of being, and you'll discover a wellspring of joy within yourself that you never knew existed. Chapter 12. Breaking free from the past, healing wounds and moving forward the past. It's a tricky thing, isn't it? Like a shadow that always seems to be lurking just behind us. Sometimes, it's a warm, comforting presence filled with beautiful memories. But for many, and perhaps for you too, the past can feel like a heavy chain, binding us to pain, regret, and missed opportunities. The truth is, we can't change what happened. But what we can change is our relationship with those memories. We can choose to let go of the grip they have on us. Imagine a woman, let's call her Maya. She carries a heavy heart. A failed business venture years ago shattered her confidence, and she still relives the what-ifs almost daily. She avoids new opportunities, convinced she's destined to fail again. That past failure is dictating her present and future. Sound familiar? How does Maya, and how do you, break free? First, acknowledge the pain. Don't shove it down or pretend it didn't happen. That's like trying to hold a beach ball underwater. It will eventually pop back up, often at the most inconvenient moment. Feel the emotions associated with the memory: sadness, anger, disappointment. Allow yourself to grieve. Write about it. Talk to a trusted friend or therapist. The key is to process the emotions, not suppress them. Next, practice non-judgment. This is crucial. Instead of berating yourself with, "I should have," or "I'm so stupid," try to view the situation objectively. What did you learn from it? What strengths did you discover in yourself while coping? Even negative experiences can offer valuable lessons. Maya, for example, learned about the importance of thorough market research and building a strong support network. Then, reframe the narrative. The story you tell yourself about your past shapes your present. Are you constantly portraying yourself as a victim, or can you see yourself as a survivor, as someone who faced adversity and emerged stronger? Maya began to see her failed business not as a mark of shame, but as an invaluable education that made her more resilient. Finally, and most importantly, focus on creating a fulfilling present. The past is gone. The future is uncertain. All you truly have is now. Redirect your energy into activities that bring you joy, into nurturing relationships, into pursuing new goals that align with your values. Every mindful moment you spend fully present is a brick to build a new life, free from the shadows of yesterday. This isn't about forgetting the past. It's about acknowledging it, learning from it, and then intentionally choosing to move forward, lighter and wiser. It's about recognizing that your past doesn't define you. It informs you. You are the author of your own story, and you get to write the next chapter. Chapter 13. Mindful Action, Bringing Presence to Your Daily Tasks. So often, we rush through our days on autopilot, barely noticing the world around us. We eat our meals while scrolling through our phones, walk to work lost in thought, and complete tasks at work with our minds racing. But what if we could transform these routine activities into opportunities for mindfulness, for truly being present? Mindful action is about bringing your full awareness to whatever you're doing, no matter how small or insignificant it may seem. It's about transforming the mundane into the meaningful. Instead of letting your mind wander, you focus your attention on the present moment, on the sensations, the sights, the sounds, and the smells around you. Let's start with something we all do every day: eating. Instead of gulping down your food, take a moment to appreciate it. Look at the colors on your plate. Smell the aroma. Taste the first bite. Really taste it. Chew slowly and deliberately, noticing the textures and flavors. How often do we truly taste our food? Mindful eating is not about deprivation. It's about appreciating and savoring each bite. It shifts eating from a mindless habit to a nourishing experience. Consider walking. Instead of letting your mind race with worries or to-do lists, pay attention to your body. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Notice the way your muscles move. Observe the scenery around you. Feel the air on your skin. Is it a breeze? The weight of the sun? A walk becomes a moving meditation, a chance to connect with your body and the natural world. Even work can be an opportunity for mindful action. Whether you're typing an email, attending a meeting, or working on a project, bring your full attention to the task at hand. Resist the urge to multitask. Focus on one thing at a time, and you might be surprised at how much more efficient and enjoyable your work becomes. When distractions arise, and they will, gently guide your attention back to the task at hand. It is about training the mind, not punishing it. The key to mindful actions is intention. Before starting any task, take a moment to set your intention to be present. Remind yourself to focus on the here and now. It's a simple shift, but it can have a profound impact. It's about choosing to be present, choosing to engage fully in the life that is unfolding right now. It's accepting the present moment and making the most of it. Mindful action isn't about perfection, it's about practice. You won't always be able to stay focused, and that's okay. The goal is simply to become more aware of your thoughts and feelings so that you can choose to respond with intention rather than reacting automatically. With practice, you can transform every aspect of your life into an opportunity for mindfulness and a deeper connection to yourself and the world around you. Chapter 14: Cultivating Inner Peace, Making Presence a Daily Habit. Inner peace isn't something you find once and keep forever. It's like a muscle, you have to exercise it. The good news is, presence, that focused awareness of right now, is the best workout you can give it. Making presence a daily habit is like planting seeds of tranquility in your life. Little by little, they grow into a garden of calm. So, how do we turn presence into a habit? First, let's talk about simple exercises. The 1-minute reset, several times a day, set a timer for 1 minute. Close your eyes, focus solely on your breath. Feel the air entering and leaving your body. When your mind wanders, gently guide it back to your breath. Think of it like training a puppy. You wouldn't yell at it for being distracted. You'd simply redirect its attention. Do the same with your mind. This short exercise is surprisingly powerful. It anchors you in the present, even amidst chaos. Mindful moments: choose ordinary tasks, washing dishes, brushing your teeth, walking to the car, and turn them into mindfulness exercises. Focus all your attention on the sensations, the warmth of the water, the feel of the toothbrush, the movement of your feet. Notice the sights, sounds, and smells around you. The goal isn't to achieve enlightenment while washing dishes, but to train your mind to be present with whatever you're doing. Next, let's consider reminders. In our busy lives, we often forget to even attempt to be present. Create visual cues. Place sticky notes around your home or office with words like breathe, be here now, or notice. Set alarms on your phone to remind you throughout the day to pause and reconnect with the present moment. These reminders are like little nudges, guiding you back to awareness throughout your day. Finally, think about mindful routines. Morning ritual: start your day with a few minutes of quiet reflection or meditation. Avoid checking your phone or email immediately. Instead, savor a cup of tea, stretch your body, or simply sit in silence and observe your thoughts and feelings. This sets a tone of presence for the entire day. Evening reflection: before bed, take a few moments to review your day. Not to judge it, but to simply observe it. What moments felt most present? What triggered you to drift into the past or future? This helps you identify patterns and adjust your approach the next day. Remember, consistency is key. You wouldn't expect to become a marathon runner after running once. Presence is the same. The more you practice these simple exercises and integrate them into your daily routine, the stronger your connection to the present moment will become, and the deeper your sense of inner peace will grow. Don't strive for perfection, strive for progress. Even small steps, consistently taken, lead to profound transformation. Chapter 15: Living a Life of Presence, Embracing the Journey, Not Just the Destination. We've explored the power of now together, step by step. We've learned to quiet the mind's chatter, to feel, not just think, and to ground ourselves in the present through our bodies. Acceptance, that powerful key, has unlocked the door to inner peace. We've seen how presence can transform our relationships and help us discover purpose in the ordinary. Now, as we reach the end of this journey, remember this: living in the present isn't a destination. It's the journey itself. Think of it like learning to ride a bicycle. You don't suddenly arrive at bike riding mastery. You wobble, you fall, you get back up. You practice, you adjust, and eventually, riding becomes more natural, more fluid. It's the constant process of learning and adapting that makes the journey worthwhile. Similarly, consistent presence isn't about achieving a state of perpetual bliss or enlightenment. It's about noticing when you're lost in the past or future and gently guiding yourself back to the here and now. It's about noticing the tension in your shoulders and consciously relaxing. It's about truly listening to a friend, without planning what you'll say next. There will be days when your mind is a whirlwind, when anxiety threatens to overwhelm you, when past hurts resurface. Don't despair. These are not setbacks. They are opportunities to practice what you've learned. They are chances to choose presence, to choose acceptance, to choose the power of now. So, as you step forward, embrace the journey. Embrace the wobbles and the falls. Embrace the moments of frustration and doubt. Each moment offers an opportunity to grow, to learn, to become more fully present. Remember the tools you've gained: mindful breathing, body scans, observing your thoughts without judgment. Use them daily, not as chores, but as loving acts of self-care. Living a life of presence is about embracing imperfection, both within yourself and in the world around you. It's about finding joy in the simple things, in the warmth of the sun, the laughter of a child, the taste of a good meal. It's about recognizing that this moment, right now, is all that truly exists. And, in this moment, you are whole, you are capable, and you are loved. Don't wait for the perfect moment, the perfect situation, or the perfect version of yourself to start living fully. Start now. Take a deep breath, feel your feet on the ground, and open yourself to the beauty and wonder of the present moment. The journey awaits.